In this December month, US President Donald Trump raised against the war with Venezuela. Almost 10,000 US naval soldiers is 100 kilometers away from Venezuela to stop, to change the regime, to showing US citizens to stop the drugs coming into USA. In the same time, in this December, he pardoned the world's notorious drug trafficker from Honduras, ex-president, name is Orlando's. Pardoned him from 45 years jail to only this December. At the same time, he is deporting foreign students from this country. US government releasing world largest drug trafficking leader. He dumped 400,000 tons from cocaine to a USA marketplace. The farthest amount a country or in any organization in a drug world could do it. So doing this, we see US government has bystander or double standard or two-face on their agenda or on their work. Another example, in the same time in I would say year ago, or year and a half, in Bangladesh, in US perspective view, in Bangladesh we say revelations, in US perspective, US says that overthrew the current government. So in Bangladesh, America overthrew current government Sheikh Hasina, and also in 6 months overthrew Syrian government. One with a complete educated person, like a pre-set up Nobel Peace Prize owner Dr. Yunus, and another place in Syria, they put the head of the terrorist organization, Taliban. You see also the two faces, two different faces. One in South America, fighting against narcotic drugs and releasing narco leader, Honduras X narco leaders from the jail, who had a 45 years of jail. in the USA. They brought him from Honduras to the USA jail for 45 years. Now they are releasing. Same thing in Middle East, what happens, and Middle East to the Bangladesh, that happens. They overthrew Sheikh Hasina's government, which is one way to corrupted government. And in Syria, 6 month difference. In Syria, Bashar al-Assad, who was like 45 years of president of Syria, overthrew him. They replaced with them a madrasa professor, Jilani, or head of a terrorist organization, Taliban. At the same time in Bangladesh, they replaced with Sheikh Hasina with dollar hunter, Dr. Yunus, who is a dollar seller. Simply, he sells the dollar to the US or international market. He lends money. It's not his money. He lends US Treasury Department, the US dollars money to the citizens around the world. So that's a US government business. If we want Bangladesh to save ourselves, one thing we must do it is to stay away from the United States. There is no other way. Sheikh Hasina was removed by U.S. government because of a bystander, double standard. He was with China through the Myanmar Rohingya and the U.S. Sheikh Hasina was unable to do anything because either he is going to piss off India or he piss off the USA. At the same time, China is here. So she has no other way to run away from the country, because she did a lot of corruption. One of the biggest corruption in Bangladesh history is that she removed the ban going to an Israel. We have no diplomatic relationship with Israel. She removed ban traveling Israel from our passport that her father was established. So stay away from U.S. politics. Last not the least, I always say that রাজশাহীর ফজলি আম যদি US ডলারে বিক্রি হয় তাহলে রাজশাহীর ফজলি আমের মালিক হচ্ছে USA. বাংলাদেশ is just a surrogate, বহনকারী. তাতে বোঝা যায় যে বাংলাদেশের যত ফরেন এক্সপোর্ট যত কিছু হচ্ছে ওগুলো যদি ইনভয়েস যদি US ডলার হয় তাহলে ওগুলোর মালিক হচ্ছে USA. One example, many examples. পৃথিবীতে যতগুলি দেশের সাথে ইউএসএ সম্পর্ক নাই এটার প্রধান কারণ হচ্ছে যে USA does not allow to sell anything internationally without pricing US dollar. What does it mean? You first accept a US dollar, reimbursements of your product and service, and then you transfer it to your own currency. That is the law, US government. That cannot be happened. Why? USA তে বসে if a country USA prints their money from the machine and send it to us and it become a product such as Rajshahi Fajli Aam, Kathal, Lichu, and then our service. So a kind of way that they own our country. So you are never going to be rich if you work for somebody. So Bangladesh will remain poor for his lifetime, and then their poverty will grow up and up and up. You will not never be able to stay in your birthplace. লাইক আমি কোনোদিনও জানতাম না আমি যখন জন্ম নিয়েছি যে এখানে আমি হয়তো বেশি দিন থাকতে পারবো না। বুঝতে পারছেন কথাটা? যে আমি যখন জন্ম নিয়েছি আমি ভাবতে পারিনি, তখন ভাবি নাই যে এখানে আমি বেশি দিন থাকবো না। দ্যাটস এ রিয়ালিটি। You are not defending terrorism, you're not defending anything, you're just defending yourself. Stop selling anything in US dollar and get the most of the freedom that you want to have. Thank you very much for this check. I explained on my knowledge that USA carrying a bystander, double standard when it comes to their own interest. So do not vote for any party that supports US dollar and USA. Thank you very much for this, friends. I born in Dhaka, Bangladesh.